Thank you, Tad. Yesterday, a group from Edmonton climbed aboard some vintage cars to embark on a journey from Calgary to our province's capital. They aren't heading down the QE2. They're traveling the route of Alberta's first official road guide, published in 1914. It is the 100-year road trip, and BT Edmonton's Bridget Ryan is along for the ride. She joins us live this morning from Carstairs. Good morning, Bridget.
Yeah. It is a wild ride thus far. Good morning to you, Tara. Good morning to everyone across Alberta who is watching with eager anticipation to find out if these gentlemen actually make it to Edmonton. Right now you are looking at the campsite here in Carstairs, where they arrived very weary last night. Talk about walking the talk, driving the talk, camping the talk. This is a very authentic campsite. And then, of course, not even 25 feet into the trip, this happens. The 1914 McLaughlin, of course, that they had set out on their journey. And the man of the hour, Ray Fowler, come on over here, sir, with a cup of coffee and a tin cup. You don't get much more authentic than that. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Well, how are you?
I'm very good, very good. It's a new day, it's a new beginning. So yesterday was a little bit of a rough one. Hey, we had fun, we enjoyed it when we fought through it all. It was really something. We had a ball.
Let me ask you, why did this idea of recreating this map some 100 years ago, when the first official road map of Alberta came out, why did you think, I'm going to fire up my 1914 McLaughlin and do this trip?
Well, the thing is, you know, when I read about it, I thought, you know, that's the way they used to travel. That's the way they saw Alberta. You went through all the small communities, and I thought, you know, a car is going to be 100 years old in a couple of years. Wouldn't that be wonderful to actually try to find that route, go through those small towns and villages with that car, and dig up the history from the past, because there's so much history out there. And being an Albertan myself, I thought, you know, I just got to explore this province more instead of traveling off somewhere else. So that's what we thought we'd do. So this is what I ended up doing, and it's worked out just wonderful. One day in, second day coming up.
You know what? Your spirit. I mean, check out this campsite that you sent up. This campsite is sort of an indication of the fact that you are full on in. When your tire blew yesterday, it would be easy to replace a tire on my 1997 blah blah blah. But however, you've got a 1914.
I'll tell you the experience that happened yesterday when that wheel blew off the car. I got 25 feet into the tour and then backed it up, and the wheel just blew right off the car. And the thing is, it's an all wooden wheel, and it doesn't happen very often in these old cars, but decided to do it that day. But I tell you, I'd like to just quickly mention the two guys that are here that are working, and not just Pat, my partner, but Keith managed to find another wheel. And through his ingenuity, and the guy that owned the house down here that we stopped at yesterday, that had the telephone that was in the map, he lives in the old house. He happens to be a metalsmith. They took the wheel to him last night, had it machined, brought it back about 1 o'clock in the morning.
But this is almost like, this is exactly how it happened back in 1914, with neighbor helping neighbor helping neighbor.
You just made it happen, yeah. And the thing is, you know, at first when I'm staring at that wheel, I'm thinking, well, I'm done. I mean, we got one car left. And so yesterday, the Studebaker, Pat Studebaker, Pat, come here for a second. I just want to introduce
This is Pat. We got to fly out of here. I got to go. This has been a wonderful journey. We're going to be checking in with you every day, though. This is the Studebaker they piled everything into. And, of course, this is the breakfast they're celebrating. Tara, it is, let me tell you, they are really taking us back on an incredible journey through time, 1914, and I wish you could smell the coffee coming off of the fire right now. It's amazing.
Very good.
And we'll catch up with Bridget once again tomorrow to see how the whole gang is faring as they travel that